Wes, you talked about also the cultural shift is coming with the legal shift, and we all knew that was part of it. People had to be educated. If you go back to Roe versus Wade in 1960, it's a very different country. That came up in the court. They do weigh those cultural factors and shifts in our nation.
Yeah, well, what we're witnessing, we've known for several years that culturally more and more Americans are pro-life and they have real reservations about abortion. It troubles them. But what we're witnessing is not just a sea change culturally, but a sea change legally about how Roe v. Wade is viewed and abortion writ large. Science has taught us a lot. It used to be the issue centered around viability. When Roe v. Wade and cases were being argued, viability, can they survive outside the womb? Now we know about human life within the womb, and about the ability to feel pain, about heartbeat, about the development of the human brain in that baby. So science has taught us a lot, and because of that, we're witnessing, like I said, not just a cultural change that is pro-life, but a legal change so that it becomes a moral issue. And what we're looking at from a legal perspective is the sanctity of all human life. And so what happens is not just religious concerns. And of course, the religious community has been very, very pro-life for a long time. But it's now you have people who are pro-life who have no religious convictions. They're pro-life because of what we've learned, the legal and the cultural shift about abortion. And so people who are not religious at all are turning and saying, hey, this is wrong. We need to take a pro-life stance.
And the next segment of the broadcast, we get more into the politics of it, because that's a whole issue is that, and where I'm focusing on is if these cases move in our direction, there are a lot of elected officials who have been running that they are super pro-life for many years. I mean, that's usually one of the top 4 issues that you'll see on any kind of campaign material. So you'll really be able to say, okay, now that you've said this, we want to see action. And the action won't just be theoretical challenges in court. And Harry, that's what we've been used to, is that it's a challenge that you've got to make. You got to make the legal argument, but these laws never had a chance to even see the light of day. They never got a chance to actually work, so that the parade of horribles that gets brought before these courts is not just hypothetical.
I think that is correct. And so I think at the end of the day, in all likelihood, if the court rules against Planned Parenthood in Dobbs, we will be able to see whether or not politicians on the right are prepared to take a stand. And so I think on this particular issue, there is no neutral ground. And I hope the American people will see politicians step up to the plate and do the right thing.